warm greetings on this International Yoga Day with a message from our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji that this time it is for women's empowerment, for self and for society. So as we know, this Yoga Day was started by our Prime Minister and the message has clearly passed across, and we are thankful, grateful to UN also. So many countries are involved now doing yoga practice with the message given by India, by our Prime Minister, that is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that is peace for all, harmony, and this is the need of today.
Let's practice and go for the Vakrasana.
The 10th International Day of Yoga brings forth a profound theme that resonates with the essence of holistic well-being, yoga for self and society. As we gather to commemorate this day, we embarked on a transformative journey that explores the interconnectedness of individual health and societal harmony through the practice of yoga.
Release, come back, release your hand and your back.
Yoga is not only about aerobic postures. This is an age-old science from India. It was traditionally practiced in India by the sages, by the scientists of the yore, who gave a message for evolvement of the soul. When the rest of the world was in Stone Age, Indians, they worked for evolvement of the soul. And how can that be achieved? Once is healthy throughout the life. And one has to be healthy in the mind, I said, because mainly yoga talks about yam, niyam, pratyahar, dhyan, dharana, samadhi. So here it is about the moral conduct, moral ethics, non-violence, non-stealing, and all practices, those are very, very bad for the society. Discontentment, and in today's world we see there is so much of cutthroat competition going on, and there is so much of stress, pressure, people don't know to balance it properly, and they land up into insomnia, anxiety, hypertension with the lifestyle of today. So we are landing up with diabetes as the capital in India. And we know it is a silent killer, and as a doctor I would like to say yoga is a cost-effective, so many people reversing it back, and this definitely helps. The drugs, no doubt, we are all into it. Many of them coming into the third, fourth decade of life, they are consuming so many medicines. So it's become a part of life where people consume medicine just like they consume diet. So yoga always gives a regimen in diet also. So that helps to maintain your body as per the season, as per the region. So there are so many aspects to yoga other than the postural exercise.
Come to Vakrasana. We practice lying asana.
At the heart of yoga lies the belief that true wellness is achieved not in isolation but within the context of a larger community. The ancient tradition of yoga, with its emphasis on unity and interconnectedness, offers a pathway towards balance and harmony within oneself and in relation to the world around us.
All in this posture. Come back and relax. In Vakrasana for long, open the leg, bring the hands, get the hands together and relax.
So this is whatever is the message, wherein the drugs cause a few side effects with your liver, kidney being involved, and also the drugs for anxiety, insomnia, they cause a CNS depressant involvement in the cells, and that is how there is a bit of gastroparesis and patients go into constipation. Once there is constipation, body is like a dustbin. The clearance is really necessary. If this clearance doesn't go, the metabolism, the hormones, everything suffers. There is cell damage, there is oxidative stress, and the brain cannot function properly. So our performance involves wherein the breathing exercise of pranayama helps really to maintain oxygenated blood to the brain. So one thing I would like to say, it is a preventive method. And Ayurveda and yoga, they go hand in hand. In fact, yoga also becomes a part of Ayurveda, where there are do's and don'ts. There is a strict disciplinary life to maintain one's sense organs till death. So nowadays we see we don't execute better performance after 60s, 70s, only a few. So how can that be achieved is by doing all these practices. One can live in contentment, happiness, and the real happiness comes when you practice yoga with dietetics, the moral conduct, and once the contentment is there, you don't go into wrong immoral practices, and there will not be any guilt, and the subconscious doesn't suffer. Once this happens, people can sleep, the diet will follow, and the yoga practices maintains the flexibility. Growth in children, their mental development is proper, the locomotory system, the sense organs all function better by practicing yoga. So this the students should be doing right from beginning, I feel, from schooling only, not in the later life. So Ayurveda aims at prevention first, that is swasthasya swasthya rakshanam. The prevention is better than cure. After the disease comes, definitely you will end up with the medications, but before that you can avoid, keep all the diseases at bay, improve your immunity so that whatever the season, it cannot harm the body. So the immunity is raised by regular practice. The consistency is really important, but still yoga helps at work no matter whenever you start. It should be done under skill guidance, under a skill yoga teacher, instructor, and the guidance of a physician. Basically an Ayurvedic physician, and that really counts. So as I said, all the side effects and all, if you look into it, can be avoided by just practicing yoga with no any cost. So it is a cost-effective treatment procedure. Now the whole of the world is accepting it. You can see in America, London, Queensland, Australia, they have taken up into master's program. The economy of India has increased with it, with so many resources, and the industry has really come out with a boost into yoga acceptance across the world. So the whole boundaries geographically have come down into one, and that is leading to harmony and peace.
Next, of course, we will move towards the Samavasana.
Yoga, often perceived as a personal practice of physical postures and breathing techniques, transcends its individual benefits to create a ripple effect that extends to society at large. Through the cultivation of self-awareness, compassion, and mindfulness, practitioners of yoga emanate a sense of inner peace and well-being that radiates outwards, touching the lives of those around them.
Relax, release the hold, and again relax and look yourself for a while.
Yoga means to unite, to integrate, to combine. Yoga means cessation of mental modification, yoga chittaprit nirodha. Also it means yoga karmasu kausalam, means skill performance. कोई भी काम करते तो इतनी अच्छी तरीके से जुड़ जाए, तो किसी आपको और कुछ का उस समय याद न रहे तो मीन्स योग, जुड़ना, कंबाइन. सपोज आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं तो स्टडी कर रहे हैं, ओके. समत्वम योग उच्चते, इट मीन्स योग मीन्स बैलेंस बिटवीन फ्लोर एंड विंड. सभी परिस्थितियों में फ्लोर और विंड एक जैसे भाव बनाए रखना, दिस इज योग. योग मीन्स ए डिसिप्लिन, अथ योग अनुशासनम. जब आप अनुशासित होते हैं तो इट मीन्स आप योग का अभ्यास कर रहे हैं. योग है 8 limbs like यम, नियम, आसन, प्राणायाम, धारणा, ध्यान, समाधि. यम मीन्स जैसे अहिंसा, सत्य, आस्ते, मीन्स इनवायलेंस, ट्रूथ. non-stealing, and no desire for other. But this is yoga, first limb of yoga. Many people think yoga means asana and pranayam, posture and pranayam. It's not true. ठीक है, this is part of yoga. But before asana and pranayam, performing ये main is very important. आज जो थी योग फॉर सेल्फ एंड सोसाइटी, सोसाइटी मीन्स क्या, इन्वायरमेंट फॉर सोसाइटी, ठीक है। और इसके ये नियम आसन प्राणायाम तो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर फॉर योगी, तभी हम स्ट्रेसलेस रहेंगे, एंजाइटी नहीं होगी, फिर अपना काम अच्छी तरीके से कर सकते हैं, अदरवाइज नहीं हो सकता, ठीक है। और इसके प्राणायाम, प्राणायाम मीन्स प्राण मीन्स मेरे बाय टू टर्म, प्राण प्लस आयाम। प्राण मीन्स vital energy, I means extension. Control of your expiration, inspiration is pranayam. अगर हम प्रॉपर वे में किसी को प्राणायाम का अभ्यास करते हैं तो एज पर हठयोग प्रदीप का इट कैन केपेबल क्योर ऑफ ऑल डिजीजेस, बट इफ इम्प्रॉपर देन कॉज मेनी डिजीज। तो मैं कहना चाहूँगा फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल योग करने से पहले आप किसी न किसी योगाचार, किसी एक्सपर्ट से सलाह जरूर लें। It can balance the circulatory system, endocrine system, it is the digestive system also. Many posture and pranayam stimulate the endocrine system, digestive system. Health benefits is byproduct. योग के byproduct health हो रहा है, ये means other thing. See here, first of unity, ये जो बहुत हाथ को जोड़ कर किया गया unite, it means कि unity of the world. And another global symbol, global in logo of yoga, it means oneness, unity also, ठीक है। And orange color represent fire element, because our body everything is made up by 5 elements, आकाश, वायु, अग्नि, पृथ्वी, जल etc. और here green color represent nature, तो नेचर को भी बैलेंस करना है। And brown color represent earth element and blue color represent water. तो ग्लोबल आपने पूछा था क्वेश्चन था ग्लोबल वर्ड है यूनिटी, तो ग्लोबल पूरी यूनिटी हम सबको बसदल कुटुंबकों की, सब बसदल कुटुंबों की बात करता है, और इसीलिए सेल्फ तो हम और सोसाइटी के लिए रखना है।
The next practice is Satadandasana.
Yoga serves as a powerful tool for personal growth and self-realization, guiding individuals on a journey of self-discovery and inner transformation. By nurturing our physical, mental, and emotional well-being, we become better equipped to engage with the world around us, fostering empathy, understanding, and cooperation in our interactions with others.
Release and relax. Straighten your neck. Relax in Savasana for a while.
To propagate yoga among the students and society, we generally organize this type of the program, yoga demonstration program, so that person can perform and they can win this program. We are thinking to organize this program in the society also in near future. Initially we started from our institute. This year the theme of yoga is yoga for self and society. This is very important thing. If the person is healthy, then society will be healthy. This is the main aim, the objective of this year yoga day. So our aim should be to maintain ourselves. If I am healthy, then I can make changes in the society. So this should be an example. Person should take self as an example. Don't do this thing that person will do or another person will do. No, take itself and you can be an example of your society. So you perform yoga per day, maintain your physical health as well as mental health, because nowadays what is the important thing to maintain the health, not only the physical thing, physical, mental as well as social well-being is the healthy status. This is the definition according to WHO. So by performing yoga, we are able to maintain our physical, mental as well as social behavior also, because Dr. Vijay told about something about the Yam Niyam Asana Pranayam that also helpful in maintaining our health status, as well as by performing the Satya, Ahimsa, Aparipura. Like Ahimsa means we can say non-violence. This also may helpful in society to maintain peace, not only in society, in world also. Nowadays we are seeing there are so many wars are going on. If we are performing the yoga, our mind will be cool and calm, and we are able to decide the proper things without aggravation. So this is my today's message to public, to do yoga yourself and be a leader of your society.
Next practice, we'll move towards the Uttana Padasana.
Moreover, the practice of yoga fosters a sense of community and belonging, bringing people together in a shared pursuit of wellness and harmony. As individuals come together to practice yoga, they create a supportive environment that encourages mutual respect, collaboration, and inclusivity, shaping a society built on the foundations of unity and diversity.
Hands and legs. Relax.
I was a little fortunate that while I was still a kid, my parents used to teach me yoga, so I was able to perform some hard yoga postures early in my childhood, and that helped me a lot. Even today, when I can perform Sirsasana and other yoga postures which are a little bit hard. So my message to younger people are, please start it as soon as possible, because once you start to perform some hard yoga postures, you won't forget it ever, and you will keep doing it your whole life. Earlier, I didn't have much idea about yoga, so I used to think it is only for mental and physical health. But now, after studying much, I have studied like Ashtanga Yoga, Patanjali. So it consists Yam Niyam up to Dhyan and Samadhi. So it is not just mental and physical health, but also spiritual health. So ultimately it leads to salvation too. So that field attracted me a lot too, and now I am pursuing it in that scope too.
Next practice, we'll move towards the Uttana Padasana.
In essence, yoga for self and society embodies the interconnected relationship between personal well-being and societal harmony. By embracing the principles of yoga in our daily life, we not only nurture our own health and happiness, but also contribute to the creation of a more compassionate, peaceful, and sustainable world for all.
Relax. Now come back. Release your leg. Lie in Savasana for a while.
The theme for this year is Yoga for Self and Society, and I urge all the youngsters that you just inculcate yoga in your day-to-day life, be it in your morning routine or in your evening routine. Just inculcate, just take out 5 minutes from your day and just give it to yoga, be it the meditation part or be it the asanas part, because it will bring overall health for you, it will bring overall wellness to you, and you won't just feel physically healthy, but also there will be some mental well-being for you. And I cannot promise you the result will come on a day, but just practice it for a few days and you will see the result. And I'm saying this from personal experience itself. After coming to this college itself, I got more introduced to yoga, and it has brought some benefits to me in terms of mental well-being as well as flexibility in my overall body. And today's world is full of stress, it's full of competition, we are constantly running in a rat race. So taking out that 5 minutes for our health is essential, very, very important and essential. So if you see yoga in layman term, we only think of asanas, we only think of postures. But yoga, if we see in actual text, our text, the Patanjali Yoga Sutra or the Hatha Yoga Sutra, we'll see there are Ashta Anga of yoga, where yam, niyam, asan, pranayam, etc. And these are overall health practices or the general, like the code of conduct we should practice. There comes truthfulness, there comes non-violence, then it comes the asanas, then pranayamas, etc. So that overall brings us health. If we are constantly in an environment that is negative, our entire persona becomes negative. However, if we are in an environment that is positive and that environment is created by ourselves, it's not by other people. So if we are practicing that ourselves, then overall our health is improved. Because if our mind is strong, the external environment does not affect us as much as it does. Like in terms of physical health, if our immunity is strong, the organisms or the diseases cannot affect us as much. Similarly, if our mental health is strong, if we are mentally strong, then the negativity or the toxicity of the current world will not affect us as much.
Now, next asana will move towards the Ardha Halasana.
As we celebrate the 10th International Day of Yoga, let us embody the spirit of unity, compassion, and well-being that yoga inspires and strive to cultivate a culture of holistic wellness and harmony within ourselves and our society.
Gently lower your leg and relax in Savasana. Now we'll move towards the Pavanmuktasana Asana. Lie in Savasana. Again, lift your both legs till 90 degrees. Fold the knee, interlock your finger. Lift the knee, pull towards the chest, slowly raise the foot up. Release your head, come back, release your hand, slowly lower your neck. Lie in Savasana for a while and relax your body. Come back. Now, we practice pranayama. Come back to sitting posture. Sit in Padmasana, Sukhasana, Ardha Padmasana, any meditative posture. Maintain your spine straight, both hands on your knee. We'll start with the Kapalabhati. Breathe in deeply. Start. Relax. Follow with the pranayama, Nadi Swadhan pranayama. Now, assume the Nasipagva mudra of your right hand. Close the right nostril with the right thumb. Slowly inhale from the left nostril. Close this with the ring finger. Gently release the thumb and breathe out from the right nostril. Again, inhale from the right nostril. Close with your thumb and release the breath from the left nostril. hands on your knee. Maintain your spine straight. Next practice will be Brahmari. Keep your hands on the knee and start humming. Breathe in deeply. Same Brahmari practice along with the Sanmukhi Mudra. Place the fingers over your face and thumb over your ear. Start humming Brahmari practice. Relax, bring your hands on your knee in Jai Mudra. We'll finish the session over here. Thank you.
And one important message definitely I would like to tell, कि lungs are the fuel of our body. They provide the fuel, that is the oxygen, to all for cell repair, cell damage and sustenance of the body, for immunity, for every purpose. All the anabolic, catabolic system working out into your body really works well with oxygen. And when we service our car, we always think of detox into our body also. So that should be the linkage. We work out for the non-living things. One should work out on self. So self-consciousness, self-awareness and evolvement. So that will give a definite peace to the mind and unrest can be put at bay. So one thing I would like to say, like we give petrol to our car for its running proper functioning. So in the same manner, oxygen you are breathing is that, but it is power petrol when you do yoga. So that is the message, ki boost your body with yoga and maintain yourself until death. So that is the biggest message for self and for the society also. So this awareness created by our Prime Minister was a great message across the globe, and we all are trying to be sustaining well with our health, and this is what I would like to tell to my viewers, ki practice yoga for self and for the society. Thank you so much.